This is an R1S.
R1S, and this one is a primary.
And right now the R2 is coming out. The RS R1. No, this is the latest, yeah.
Yeah, this is second gen 2025 R1S.
Second gen 2025 R1S. Beautiful.
R12 and R13 still in process of production. Gonna be ready next year. I'm not really sure if it's gonna be mid, late. I'm not sure yet.
All right.
So open up the car. Please put that
On
car.
the
No, this year. This area.
just here.
There
There you go.
you have the three buttons, so you can adjust.
All right. Adjust the seat. Ah, here.
Yeah.
Cool.
With your Rivian, in this button, it's gonna say your name, Andres.
Uh huh.
So, but right now we're gonna set everything manually. So please, to adjust the vents, everything is digitally. So,
Yeah.
pardon me, can you press it 1 second, the number 4?
The number 4.
Okay. So to adjust the vent, you just need to put it. So,
Oh, there's 4 bands now.
right now it's tapped, so it's closed.
Mm-hmm. Tab is close. There.
So you
There's
can move
this
it
one,
and-
this
and-
one, this one,
yeah.
this one, this one.
And so you can make the air like go wherever.
Oh,
you
this
want.
is so cool. Nice. Just like a Tesla.
Yeah. To close it off and shut it down the car, you just need to put the car here in this area once again. It's gonna close the
Close.
car and shut it down. Okay. Any question before? No. Okay,
No.
perfect. Make sure you follow the traffic light. Be careful with the pedestrian and the lights. Okay. You can park back in this place, and we meet you at the space.
Sounds good.
Have fun and enjoy the ride.
Thank you. Let's take a ride on a Rivian. Let's take a ride on the Rivian. See you in a bit. Oh, this is so light. So nice. This car is massive. It feels amazing. It's huge, but at the same time, it's so easy to handle. He did say I can control the region. Right now it's in low, and there's a little bit of coasting. We're gonna try that, change that in a bit. And then also the suspension is general purpose. So the height of the suspension right now is just standard height that works for everything. There's a Ford Expedition here. I would compare size-wise, I would compare this car to be as big as a Ford Expedition. This car is massive. And there is a GX550 right here. There's also, I would put it on the same size scale. So easy to handle. This is just like butter. Whoop. Stay put. It goes. It's sippy. Seats are heated, ventilated, all the good goods. 2 screens. Very nice. Very nice car. It's limited 80 miles per hour. That was a good, I would say then regen set on low is almost identical to my Tesla, to my Model Y. I would say right now it's set on low. That's the only experience I got so far in this car. I would say it's about the same. It's about the same as a Tesla. It takes about as much time to stop as it does my Tesla, based on just experience and what my ass is feeling. The seats are so nice, so comfy, and they're heated and ventilated. Gonna change the. Gonna change. Oh, look, I'll show you in a second. The roof. You can change the roof. Cameras can change cameras, and then here. Okay, where is the? So this is sippy. You see, camera fell on everything. Sippy. Fast. From what I understand, this is a tri-motor with a huge battery, so this is pretty sippy. All right. It's so soft. So we're changing the suspension. We got it on standard height. Let's bring it down to low height. It's coming down right now, and see if it changes at least how my ass feels on the chair. I think I pull my chair too forward. Remember. There you go. Remember. Mirrors still good, still good. Steering is so light. The right feel is on low and soft. Region now is low. Stability high. And then since changing the suspension height down to low, I don't know. I need to write a little more to be able to give you an insight on how it feels now. Maybe a bump somewhere. Need to enter a shopping market or something. AC is taking a little bit to cool down, but I want to change the roof, see if that helps control the heat inside of here, because it's a little bit hot in here right now. It's a very nice car. It feels much better built. I mean, so much luxury. The panels, there's plastic, but there's also some wooden panels around here. So is the main board, and see all the, I don't know if this is real or fake leather, but it feels nice. Everything to the touch feels really nice. Highway assistant available on this road. Instead of FSD, what Rivian has is what they call highway assist, right? Adaptive cruise control and highway assist. That's what they got, but it's not available on this road because for the time being, it's only available at certain roads, for the most part, main highways at the moment. But just like Tesla, at some point, they're gonna move into make it available for all roads, small, tiny, big, all roads, eventually. We're gonna enter the casino, the Gulfstream Casino. Gonna do a few shots from the outside. Gonna see if I can change the roof. Look at that, I can see my blind spot here. As I put the turning light, I could see my blind spot. It's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. Very similar to Tesla. Very, very similar to Tesla, but nothing wrong about that. Tesla's been doing great. Now we're gonna enter the casino because they have parking spots. I can just stop and make a few shots. This is really nice. It's just so soft, and the height of the suspension now and low. I want to see what. There's no messy roads around here, so there's no need or no way to go test the high suspension anywhere, but that'd be a nice thing to do. Very, very nice thing to do. That felt a little bit rough going over that bump. Remember, I just switched the suspension to low, and I could feel it. I could feel it was a little bit on the rough side. All right, we found parking here. Just gonna park. Gonna play with everything else. Car's supposed to. Okay, so parking, just like Tesla, the button on top. Get out of here. Let's see the roof, and it's in action. So, there. Oh, that is so cool. I wish my Model Y did that. Does that change the amount of heat and feeling? I would have to give it a few minutes, but the glass still feels pretty hot. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Maybe, maybe no. How about... Well, let's keep it like that for a little bit. Let's do some shots from the outside. Take the card. Don't forget the card because this card's not mine. So here we got the window, controls, and then the door is not automatic. Or is it? No. The door is not like the Model X. Model X closes on itself. Not this one. This one you have to use your arms. Right? It's not like... Nope. You have to close it. So there you go. This is standard, no, low height. See, that's the low height. That's set on low. Right there. Let's see how much it changes as we... This is low. What is this? Like 3 fingers. Okay. And now we're lifting the suspension, supposedly. Are we lifting? I suppose we did. Oh, no, never mind. Here, standard height. Now we're lifting. How much is that? I'm not sure. We have to look from the outside. Whoa! It is pretty high now. Like 7 fingers now. Now it looks much, I don't know, much like a big SUV. See outside. This is really nice. R1S. This window, you can open that window individually. Let me see if I can do it. I don't have the proper... There is the button. There you go. Oh, no. You can open that side, not the window. You can open that side, and then you also have this side here. Manually. There you go. And then you have 3 rows, 1, 2, 3, and the last row is for 2 people, so that's 7 people. And then this is in flat. This doesn't, a lot of space underneath. You can put a tire in there, spare, but this doesn't flatten. This is a huge bump. And it's big, I guess, but I don't know, it doesn't feel that big. Okay. The door does not close on its own. You have to close it. And then how about this? What do you do to close this? You touch the button and the thing closes on its own. Yeah, it should be available. You should be able to open this section only. Not sure how. So this is on suspension and high. Dude was able to open the front for us. There's a couple hooks here if you're doing some off trailing, you need to recover somebody or get recovered. I guess the car comes with that innate. You don't need to do anything else about it. That's pretty neat. How about them apples? This is a really nice car. Let's lower the suspension once again. I don't like it this high. Bump my head in here. And brake. Lower, safe. Is it safe to lower the ride height? It's asking me if it's safe to lower the ride height. Yeah, let's do standard, just standard height. And the firm, let's switch the firm ride to soft or to moderate. Okay. Let me get the camera once again. This is nice. There's a dude here in a Lexus talking on the phone very loud, and he has a beach chair next to his car. I think this is his office. Anyway, so 2 screens, generous space, though the back doesn't feel as massive. I don't know, I like it a lot. There's a screen here in the back. Very nice. I like it a lot, but don't take me wrong. I like these type of cars. I like the Toyota Land Cruiser. I like big cars that can do a lot of stuff, but I don't know if that's necessary. I don't know if these cars are necessary. I really like Rivian. I really like this truck. Really like they've done. Yeah, I'm used to this now. Car getting everything ready the way I set it up so I can move. And the cameras are really nice. So many of them. So many cameras. And from what I understand, there's also sensors, right? So not just the cameras, but sensors. So once the autopilot, which they don't call autopilot, and I always forget what is it that they call it, is set, once they have it ready, once it's usable, then all of those sensors and cameras will find the right use. For the time being, it's great to have that many cameras because it's a big car. It's a pretty big car. And I can guarantee that every now and then you go in supermarkets or shopping plazas or maybe buildings where the parking spaces aren't that big, and probably those cameras come handy. I don't know how much stuff can you do or can a car do as far as parking on its own and stuff like that. I bet it can do all of the things. But even if it didn't, you got the tools in order to have an easy time doing it. Lots of storage somewhere, from what I understand. Glass, cups, holders, more storage on here. There it is. Huge space in here. Some chargers, some USB-C chargers down there. There you go. The vents. AC. Let's move it a little bit because it's hot. You know what? This is not doing much. I love that at least the sun, you're not getting full sun on your head. Even though lately, I thought it was going to be a worse problem on my Model Y. To be honest, it hasn't been that bad. But I'm glad they do have this, even though, to be honest, I don't think it's doing that much in order to prevent accumulated heat inside of the car. I don't think it's doing that much, but as far as getting the light or keep the light outside, I think it is. I think that piece is working. That piece is doing its magic. The rest though, I don't think it does that much for the temperature inside of the car. On my Tesla, something I do like on my Tesla is that I can set the temperature that I like to have inside of the cabin. So I usually have 72, 74 degrees. Here is just, it's just the AC is working, and you got control over the fan speed, right? How much air you're getting, but nothing else. You're not getting to set the temperature. Though here's the thing, I saw somewhere that there is a feature. This is the bad thing about having a car for 20 minutes. You cannot play with all the settings and stuff. That there is a feature that will control everything, not just that, but gonna help with the seats. Like now, I don't feel there's wind, there's air coming out of the seats, for instance, and that'd be really nice because the heat is taking a little bit of. It's not normal. A, B, no, nothing to do. Middle, back. That's for the controls on the back. But I don't see how can I activate the ventilated seats. On the Model X was super easy. I just asked the car to do it and the car did it. Do you have voice control? Not with this button, not with this button. That's sound, that's volume. How about this? This is for left, right, windshield wipers, etc., etc. This is a much more classic setup than it is on Tesla. This is for somebody coming from a regular car, getting used to this car, I can guarantee will be much easier. Because you got the sticks, everything is basically the same. Maybe I'll think that maybe the hardest thing to get used to will be to the regen accelerator. But other than that, I think that if you're coming from a Lexus, if you're coming from a Discovery, if you're coming from a Mercedes, so long it's not electric, if you're coming from a regular SUV or a regular car, this is a much easier jump than Tesla. But that's not fair with Tesla. Tesla is super easy as well. But just talking about ease of control, ease of getting used to the car. Really nice car. Really, really nice car. Would I get it? No, not at the moment. I know there's an R2 coming, an R3 coming, a smaller size type of car, and then also to know that that they're working on improving their self-driving capabilities. That's a very nice assurance. That is a really nice thing. But at the moment, I think my Model Y does for an amazing car. Whoa, somebody passed me over to the side and the car was getting a little active because of that, a little paranoid about their proximity. All the sensors are coming to life. Well, it does feel amazing. Like a big truck, you're high above. You can see everything. You can see all the other cars from above. You're the king of the road when driving one of these. Even though the suspension is at mid-level. I tried 3 levels. I tried the highest, the low, and the middle. This is the middle. I still feel pretty high up above the road. And that's a nice sensation. And then along with that, you can control how you feel the ride. And it's right now it's set on moderate. Very nice. Region, I didn't test high region. Whoa, stop. Stopped in a quarter. Stopped in a dime. Yeah, high region, you're gonna have to keep your foot on the accelerator pedal pretty much the whole time because it will stop almost right away with a high region feature. Selected. Now you can charge Rivians at superchargers. Now you can do that. So you basically have access to all the supercharged. Yeah, high region is a pain in the ass. Standard low region, best so far. I'm gonna go around the mall, see what else. Stability on, ride moderate. How about soft ride? How does it feel to have a soft ride? Wow, you feel everything. I mean, it's taking care of everything. This is a bump. Yeah, it's very soft. You're coming from a luxury SUV. You're coming from anything else. From a Nissan. From a Pathfinder. You're gonna get familiar with it very quickly. You're coming from an Outlander. This is a step above. The Outlander is not that big. You're coming from a RAV4, you're gonna like it and not like it. The RAV4 is very simple and basic, and there's a reason for the RAV4, for the Forerunner. If you're jumping from a RAV4 into this, you're gonna love it. You're gonna love this thing because you're used to an automatic transmission and not to think too much. But sorry, but I mean it's a very easy ride, and there's a bunch of options. You don't need to think too much about them. On RAV4s, sometimes you get four-wheel drive, but you don't need to do anything or change anything in order to get that. It's just there. On this guy, you probably have more options, a few more buttons here and there, but the ride is similar. The size is way bigger than a RAV4. If you're coming from a Highlander, probably a Grand Highlander, this is almost the same thing. Almost identical as a Grand Highlander in size. Of course, it's an electric vehicle and it has a few more accessible toys within the system. If you're coming from a Land Cruiser, only if you're thinking about moving into electric. Because if you have a classic Land Cruiser, not the new one, I don't know the new one, but the old Land Cruiser, you probably are a fan of your car already. So if you're moving to this, it's because you're thinking about moving to electric, and you want to have the capabilities of your car, but in an electric car, which, from what I've seen so far, you will. But then again, that's a hard trick to pull. That's a very difficult thing to say before we see this car in action out in the trail, right? We don't have that option. We're not going to have that option, at least on this ride. Um, Very nice car. Very nice car. From what I've heard, very capable as well. Fact that it can do the roof thing, that's they're winning. They're winning on that. That's an amazing feature. I love that. But then again, whoa, I don't think it does anything for the heat itself. It does as far as light goes. It takes some of the light from the sun away, but still pounding in the car, and I still feel the heat. And we're back. Very, very nice car. Nothing, not too much to say about it that is too bad. Just the Tesla is better. As far as features, as far as technology, not maybe not about the car itself, not the suspension, not those things, but maybe about well, the supercharging and FSD. For the most part, it's FSD. Even though they're using sensors, this car uses sensors, and this car uses all the stuff. But despite of that, I still believe Tesla is a better car for the money. If you're looking for a smart car, if you're looking for a car that drives itself, that A to B without having to move a finger, this is a much better car. So they told me to park here, but oh yeah, I just need to move there's a couple cones in the ground. How do I put power here? All right, very nice. Something I like about my Tesla, another thing I like about my Tesla is that it parks itself, but from the looks of it, I don't think this one does. Come on. You will not move, right? All right, just had to move the cone out of the way, and we're ready. So, how difficult is it to park a Rivian? Not very difficult. There's a nice camera, 360-degree camera on top. That's nice. And then, of course, the rear camera is giving me a very good view, but I don't know. I feel it could do more. It could be better. So we parked rear end first. Okay. Let's take this out. Shut the parking lights. Boom, boom, pam, pim, boom. Yeah, the fact the door don't open on its own, I think it's not nice. Let's get this out of here. I think it's a very capable car, but I feel that it could do that they could do better? I don't I don't even know where you charge this guy. Oh, you charge in the front. So here's the charger. Here's a Rivian charger. Price is free. I'm gonna bring my car. And the this is the connector. This is a standard connector. This is not the new connector, the Tesla connection. So if you're gonna use an FSD or a supercharger, I guess you're gonna have to use an adapter. So the guy said, in order to close it, just get the card, place it here, somewhere. And the car will shut itself and turn off. All right, here, 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 where do you go? Ah, you need to activate the thing in order for the truck to close, to shut. A couple extra steps. I like it, but I don't like it. I like the Model X better. You. Tesla and Rivian, they're sharing the same space here for their demo cars. And then we got this guy. It's nice, but at the same time, it's like, I don't know. I don't know. What do you think?